Namaskar friends, this is NJ, your host on this channel. So guys, in this video we will have our discussion on the weekly horoscope results for the week of September 1st till September 7th. Now guys, lately there have been a lot of the technical issues in my videos, so I do not know how much you can see me or I'm in dark. So I will leave it up to you. Next time you want to see the good view or you want to see me more clearly. Obviously more than me, it's the analysis which I will do that becomes more important. So okay, leave that in the comment section. Now guys, talking about this week, it's a very special week because the week will end with the energy of the lunar eclipse. Like the Pitru Paksh will begin, and moon will start its journey from the transiting. It will be in the finishing of the Scorpio portion and being in the Sagittarius on the Monday in itself. And when moon will enter the Sagittarius sign, it is going to be receiving the aspect from the planet Jupiter and the planet Saturn, and then it will move to the Capricorn, and finally the week will end with moon being conjunct with Rahu. So again guys, you would have understood the gist or the methodology which any astrologer uses. So it hardly matters what your Lagan is, what your rising sign is. For most of the people, by the end of the week, there will be difficulty, uncertainty, because moon is going to be getting conjunct with Rahu. And during the middle of the week, for many people, there will be the sign of optimism because of the journey of the moon. And guys, for all those people who are new to this channel, let me clarify this, that I don't give prediction, because prediction can only work when I know your natal planets, when I know what kind of dasha you're currently going through. Watch these kind of videos as a planning part, that you get to know that okay, in which way planetary energies are going to be influencing you throughout the week, so that you can plan yourself accordingly. Okay guys, now we will start our discussion, starting first with the Aries Lagna natives. So guys, for the Aries Lagna, the week is actually creating good energy in many avenues. Like first of all, to begin with, those people who are planning to get married or any of the matrimonial concerns, this week is creating a very supportive energy in that regard. I've been lately talking about that just because Venus is also transiting in the 4th house. So for the Aries Lagna, buying those luxury goods or purchase of new vehicle, all of that right now seems to be very supportive. Like deep inside, the Aries Lagna right now must be feeling very romantic. And along with that guys, something to do with the career related progression. And again guys, because for the Aries Lagna, the good thing is that the dual transit aspect of Saturn and Jupiter jointly is influencing their 9th house. So this week is creating that energy of some sort of auspicious or manglik event in the family that can also take place. For any major moves in your career, that can be planned for this week. So whether we talk about spending your money on the travels, making any important moves, or taking any important decision connected to your career, or this could be any important decision you have to make regarding the matrimonial concerns. So overall, the week is very supportive. And also guys, just because Mercury is right now transiting, Mercury is transiting in your 5th house. So all that vulnerability which individually Sun and Ketu might have created in your 5th house, now because of the presence of the Mercury, there is a sigh of relief. In a way that if your mind was feeling very restless, now there is a calmness which I can see over here. So yes guys, it's just like that by the end of the week, when moon will get conjunct with Rahu, so beyond any doubt, it will be slightly unsettling time. And because your ascendant lord is already there in the 6th house, so just don't resort to aggression for any uncertainty or restlessness going within you. That's all what I can say. So overall, a very productive week for the Aries Lagna natives. Now guys, when we talk about the Taurus Lagna natives, so guys, for the Taurus Lagna natives, at the beginning of the week, there is a slight vulnerability. See, the week will go in a wave. Like the beginning of the week, is making you slightly vulnerable of some wrong financial decision. The mid of the week seems to be very supportive in terms of like planning a travel, or like finding and feeling yourself very religious for learning any new skill and socialization. The mid part of the week is again very supportive. But guys, the end of the week, when moon is going to be getting conjunct with Rahu in the 10th house, so around the Friday, Saturday and all, that is again making you vulnerable and prone towards like false allegation or some sort of mishappening at work, scandal, involvement in all of that. So yes, by the end of the week, it's creating that sort of energy. For people like anything to do with the competitiveness, like you have to write any competitive exam, or you work in very like mechanical, engineering, IT, tech related field where there is a lot of the problem solving is involved. So for those people, the week seems to be creating a very supportive energy. And again guys, when we talk about the marriage and the relationship, so energy is like whatever will happen, it will happen in a very sudden kind of way. Seventh lord being in the fifth and Venus being in the third house, so it's a typical alignment where the attraction, courting, suddenly you get to know that someone is interested in you and your date also got finalized. So that kind of development will happen. Now guys, when we talk about the Gemini Lagna, so guys, for the Gemini Lagna, the week, the first part of the week is making you slightly vulnerable to some sort of wrong financial decision. But the mid of the week is again very supportive for investment related plans and all. So this is how it will move like a wave. So as much as the first half is creating vulnerability of like some wrong decision taken in the matters of the money, wealth, finances, but you will quickly gain the learning, insight and implement it in the further plans and the moves. That's how I'm seeing for you. And yes guys, by the end of the week, there is that energy of like some travels with the family. So going on a travel, pilgrimage with the family, that energy is getting generated. Anything to do with the marriage or matrimonial concerns, the stars seems to be very supportive. Along with that, the family camaraderie is actually like working out very favorably for you for this week as well. Like Venus's transit in the second house, and the way like Mercury, Sun, Ketu are there in the third house. So Mercury's involvement over here is also a sigh of relief. So individually, if like Sun, Ketu might have created a rift in your close ties, so Mercury is kind of like applying an ointment. It's actually kind of doing the damage control. So regarding that, I'm not seeing you vulnerable. So yes guys, overall the summary of this week is that the first half, like Monday, Tuesday, is slightly making you vulnerable for like some wrong financial decision. Mid of the week is good for long-term financial planning and investment. And by the end of the week, and again guys, because in your case, if you have watched my eclipse videos and all, see, it hardly matters whether you are Muslim, whether you are Christian, whether you are Sikh, all these eclipse energy, like the Eastern psychics and all, they have done a lot of research in that. It's all completely aligned with the cosmos. Now when I say that you have to do something for your ancestors, you do not have to hire an Indian priest and get a ritual done if you cannot do that. You mean even if you are like a Christian, you can just visit your grave of your any departed ancestor and put flowers over there. So that is also honoring that energy. So that is what I'm telling you. By the end of the week, eclipse energy in your 9th house, do something like offering food to the homeless, or selfless act of like generosity needs to be performed. Now guys, when we talk about the Cancer Lagna, so guys, for the Cancer Lagna this week, for the wealth, material, prospects, expansion, thinking in the lines of scaling up, that is the kind of energy which is getting generated. So I mean to say, for your commercial aspiration, success in the material realm point of view, the week is very, very supportive. Along with that guys, because moon is going to be transiting like covering the 5th and the 6th house, so for the students or people who have to write any competitive exam, face any competitive scenario or situation, stars are actually supporting you. The mid of the week is going to be spent with the loved ones. This could be with the spouse. Also guys, when we talk about anything to do with the courtship, so Venus is already there in your like 1st house, and when moon will transit from the Capricorn, your 7th house, moon and Venus are going to be in opposition. So mid of the week is like very supportive like where you will leave a lasting impression on someone, like going on a date or advertising, marketing yourself. So you will be able to get the good attention from people around you. And yes guys, by the end of the week, moon and the Rahu combination happening in your 8th house. So the end of the week is going to be slightly unsettling, and especially like if you give lot of attention to the sadhana, you have that aura protection through your East Upasana. So for those people, this might also be a time of some sort of astral experiences, prophetic experiences, epiphany. So that is how it is going to be turning out. By the end of the week, some sort of charity donation needs to be done. Now guys, when we talk about the Leo Lagna natives, so guys, for the Leo Lagna, the moon will start its journey from your like 5th house and will end the week in your 7th house. So yes guys, whether you are like a student or like anything to do with the competitive situation scenario, stars seems to be supporting you, especially where the money will be spent, energy and time will be spent with the loved ones. So that is the kind of energy which is getting generated right now. All of that vulnerability which Sun and Ketu would have generated for you, Mercury's involvement now in your 1st house is somehow like calming it down. So it is actually making you reasonable, because before that, when Mercury was also there in your 12th house, you were coming across very erratic, unpredictable, very whimsical. But now things are going to be much more in control, much more in command, and especially being able to take very rational decision. See guys, the thing is that Saturn in the 8th house, Mars in the 2nd house, that vulnerability, that pressure and tug of war is already there, which is right now getting reflected in your speech as well. But overall, if I were to say as a theme of this week, so yes guys, for spending your time, your money with the family, taking some important financial decision, performing good in any competitive situation scenario, giving good attention to your nutrition, health, well-being, sticking to the routine, that is how energy is getting generated. By the end of the week, Moon Rahu in the 7th house, there might be some sudden expense or misunderstanding with the partner might be there by the end of the week. Now guys, when we talk about the Virgo Lagna, so guys, for the Virgo Lagna, if I were to say like the beginning of the week is creating slight confusion or misunderstanding with the peers, with the friends, with the siblings and all. The mid of the week seems to be very supportive, especially for spending your time, your energy in the domestic life related matters, like it's like fixing up your house, doing a thorough house cleaning, or like inviting friends over. So that kind of energy is getting generated. And by the end of the week guys, the week is supportive, like especially for some important financial planning, financial investment, financial decision. So regarding all of that, any financial planning or giving attention, time, energy to your financial portfolio, so regarding that, the week is very supportive for the Virgo Lagna. See guys, whatever you are planning, just refrain from those decisions which are driving you towards relocation, because Sun, Ketu, Mercury in the 12th house, it's not a very supportive kind of sign, because this is what the omen, that's how the omen works. Even if you will relocate right now, join somewhere new, like you will not find comfort zone over there. I remember this company where I work, do the night shift. There's this guy from my last company. He came there and in just 2 days he quit. That okay, and the feedback which he gave, it's not for me. But in 2 days. So I mean to say yes. So relocation and all is not very much supportive, but being based where you are and you are like thinking in the lines of expansion or some new financial source of money and all. So regarding that, the week is very supportive for the Virgo Lagna natives. And yes guys, by the end of the week, when moon is going to be getting conjunct with Rahu, eclipse energy in the 6th house, health needs to be watched, health needs to be monitored, because again guys, in a way, in this eclipse, your ascendant lord is a part of that. So health is becoming very vulnerable. Now guys, when we talk about the Libra Lagna natives, so guys, for the Libra Lagna natives, the week will go like a wave. So see, the thing is, the first half of the week is very supportive, where because of your connections, because of your networking and socialization, a lot of the work will get done. So when I say socialization, that means even planning a trip with the friends, doing things which you like to do for your hobby and all of that is going to be very supportive. The mid of the week, some family concern, domestic stress which will impact your productivity at the work as well. That is happening in the mid of the week. And again guys, by the end of the week, like in the third half, in the last half of the week, like Thursday, Friday, Saturday, again your confidence is going to be booming, and some important decision you will be able to take, like whether it's about connected to your academics, finances, career and all, you will be performing with the fullest of your capacity. But the mid half of the week is creating that sensitivity, that some domestic problem taking a toll in your career related outcome as well. See guys, the only thing which can be said with Rahu being in the 5th house is that, and again a lot is dependent on what kind of dasha you are currently going through. If Rahu is also active in the dasha as well, so just refrain from overthinking. Rahu has this capacity to overthink, and with over critical analysis things go haywire. So with Rahu in the 5th house, that is the one area where you have to be cautious, careful. It is very important for this week because eclipse energy is going to be taking place. Eclipse is a time when Rahu and Ketu are strongest and they overpower all the planets. That means illusion is going to be very high. And if you overthink in illusion, we all can expect what you will get as an outcome. So yes, refrain from overthinking, and yes guys, that's all what I can say. So overall, with the connections, networking, a lot of the work will get done from the career point of view, because a lot of the weekly horoscope for the Libra is always directed towards the career only, because Moon becomes the 10th lord and all the connections it makes through that. And yes, right now Sun, Ketu, Mercury, you are actually very close to the pedestal of the recognition, like some sort of authority, promotion, award comes to you. So you are actually very much eligible for that. The only thing which is making you vulnerable is the way I mentioned: marriage, 7th lord in the 12th, 4th lord, domestic life, retrograde in the 6th house of difficulty, Rahu in the 5th house, concern on the account of the well-being of the children, performance of the children. But when we talk about your career progression, your own personality development, you are very well taken care of. That's all what I can say. And the most important, 9th house of the luck, divine grace, is very strong. So yes guys, now when we talk about the Scorpio Lagna, so guys, for the Scorpio Lagna, the beginning of the week is creating some good financial gains. The 9th lord transiting from the 2nd house, so some sort of financial gain potential is going to be there for this week. The mid half of the week will be spent while traveling as well, some sort of traveling, like people who are freelance, self-employed, more opportunities can come to them. Even the Sun Ketu impact in the 10th house is slightly mellowed because of the combination of the Mercury, presence of the Mercury over there as well. So mid half of the week can bring some travels, short travels, progress in your ongoing projects, ongoing work and all. And by the end of the week guys, Moon Rahu combination, eclipse energy in the 4th house. So domestic problem, suddenly domestic problem can creep up, feeling very anxious, insecure, overthinking. You have to refrain from that. Refrain from any property, land related dealings for this week as well. And yes guys, the week will start with a bang, I would say, for some financial planning, financial opportunity, recognition at work. That is how the week will start, and slowly, gradually, by the end of the week, there is going to be the lunar eclipse. Insecurity, illusion and toxicity, you have to guard yourself. Now guys, when we talk about the Sagittarius Lagna natives, so guys, for the Sagittarius Lagna natives, as you can see that especially in terms of the career projection, the week is very supportive. It's just like that the beginning of the week is making the health slightly vulnerable. 8th lord transiting, coming out of the 12th house, then getting conjunct with the like transiting from your 1st house. So health is slightly vulnerable for marriage, commercial aspiration. The week is very supportive. Any important financial planning, attending any family event can be planned for the mid half of the week. And by the end of the week guys, like Moon and the Rahu toxicity in the 3rd house with the lunar eclipse energy as well. So any documentation, any file work, like you met someone in a party and he embroiled you into some what do you call that, multi-level marketing scheme, or sold some policy to you, forced something to you, tricked you into something. So that energy is going to be there by the end of the week, like where someone can trick you. So just be very careful for any documentation, any communication by the end of the week. First half of the week is making the health slightly vulnerable, but the mid half of the week is very supportive for career progression, financial planning, or family camaraderie. Now guys, when we talk about the Capricorn Lagna natives, so guys, for the Capricorn Lagna natives, like the way I mentioned this thing, don't play hide and seek with the luck right now. Your ninth lord is in a alignment, ninth lord 12th from it in the 8th house with Ketu. So luck is very whimsical. So don't experiment too much right now. Let things the way they are flowing, as if now, I want to say. For the relationship guys, in any case, you are actually going through some supportive energy. Venus being the 5th lord right now there in your 7th house, important planet, your Karak planet for you, for attraction, romance and all. The week is again very supportive. 7th lord transiting from the 2nd house, ascendant, and the 12th house. So again guys, see, the thing is, the first half of the week will drive many people towards investment. There will be some fluctuation over there, but by the mid half of the week, I would say that all that investments which you would have done, you will see the, like the way we say, you will be able to see the complete, do the SWOT analysis of it, like where you went wrong, what went right, can you implement that in your future planning, future projection and all. So yes, the week is actually driving that energy of investments. Good or bad, you will learn, but lot many people will be driven towards investments. Travels will prove out to be very rewarding. If you are already traveling on Monday, Tuesday, it will prove out to be very fulfilling for sure. Anything where you are the face, like self-care or making yourself the, like you are the promotion phase of your brand and all. So all of that is going to be very supportive. And yes guys, by the end of the week, moon getting conjunct with Rahu, the lunar eclipse vibration, do some charity, do some donation, like feed someone homeless and all. So that will actually reinforce, support your planets by the end of the week, I can assure you that. So yes guys, this is how the energy is going to be generated for the Capricorn. Now guys, when we talk about the Aquarius, the Kumbh Lagna, so guys, for the Kumbh Lagna, like if I were to say, the 6th lord transiting from the 11th, so those who are jobless, it's a very good week for like landing at a job of your choice. But at the same time, your ascendant lord is retrograde right now in the 2nd house, so work pressure is going to be very high. This week the eclipse energy will impact your 1st house. That means by the end of the week, uncertainty, natural factors will actually play a very central role. So I mean to say, don't take major risk, be very cautious when you go close to the nature, guard your energies through some japa, some meditation, some religious austerities, so that your aura is going to be protected. So yes guys, that's how I'm seeing some finding a job, landing at a job, high work pressure, and by the end of the week, some sort of sensitivity from the nature. So over there, your own sadhana will protect you. All that vulnerability of confusion, misunderstanding, which you would have been experiencing in the 7th house. Now because of the presence of Mercury, there is much sigh of relief over there. So the mental health is now much more in control. Jupiter already very powerful in your 5th house. It's a very good time for the students and all. So yes guys, that's how I'm seeing things working out for the Kumbh Lagna for this week. Just the end of the week is making you subjected to the fury of the nature. So over there, don't take extreme risk. Be very cautious, careful around the nature. Do your sadhana. And lastly guys, when we talk about the Pisces Lagna, so guys, in your case, there is a issue in the marriage which is going on. Mars in the 7th house and 7th lord 12th from it with the Ketu. So marriage is one area which needs utmost attention and care. Apart from that, from the career point of view, your recognition, success point of view, the week is very supportive. Like 5th lord transiting from the 10th house, 11th house. So enhancement in the income. A lot of the people will be considered for a seniority position for sure. And yes guys, by the end of the week, moon getting conjunct with Rahu, eclipse energies. So any charities, any donation needs to be done. Avoid planning any travel by the end of the week. That's all what I can say. But yes, in terms of the career, elevation point of view, enhancement in the income point of view, the week is very supportive for the Pisces Lagna natives. So yes guys, this is something which I wanted to say as a part of my inputs. Once again, thanks a lot for watching this video, and you cannot hear anything, so let me not say anything.